Okay. Yes. So first up, let's discuss about the triangle stress. Okay. Any doubts you are having,
Ma'am,
you can ask me. Yes, Andrew,
ma'am,
what is it? Yes.
ma'am, the question that give the properties of I give two properties of isosceles triangle. Why only give one mark?
Yes.
I two properties.
Yes, you wrote two properties. Why I give one marks? You wrote two properties like this. All sides are equal, all angles are equal. Okay. I needed them a little bit more elaborated. Like
I had
the
two
side.
sides are equal and two angles are equal.
Yes, this you wrote, right? How the answer I expected. Okay, the answer you should have written was like it was corrected, right? But a little bit more elaborated, right? How like the angles opposite to equal sides are equal, and the sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Like this, you had to answer that question. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, that is why I deducted one marks there. And verification question, hope you guys have understood that.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
see, one thing I'll explain you all. Just give me 1 minute. Has the name joined?
No, not yet.
Not yet. 1 minute. Yes. So, a question I had given in the test, and the triangles test, that verify that sum of all angles of a triangle, sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay. So I deducted marks of most of y'all because this is what you guys did. Like you made a triangle like this. Okay. You did 60 degree, 60 degree, and 60 degree. Okay. You did suppose this is ABC. So angle A plus B plus C equals to 180 degree. So 60 degree plus 60 degree plus 60 degree equals to 180.
Ma'am, which question is this? Which question number?
Which question is this? 1 second, let me tell you which question is this.
4.
Fourth. Okay.
Ma'am gave me full marks in this question.
Fourth question. Yes.
Yes, fourth, the verification one, you gave me 3 marks. It ticked correctly.
Okay, yours was correct. Okay. But the rest of yours, you had to do a bit more in this question. Okay. How? Like suppose we are like the screenshot that I shared in the group, the complete verification, right? This is not actually verifying it. Okay, this is correct. Like I didn't mark it incorrect. Okay, this thing that you guys did was correct, but I need a little more explanation. Like in class, the verification that I am explaining to you all. Okay, that angle 2 equals to 4 alternate, 3 equals to 5 alternate, 1 is common in both. Like that complete verification you have to do. Okay, and then it will be complete. Why I told this yesterday, because you were having the quadrilaterals test. In that also I gave one verification question. Right. So this thing I wanted to clear with you. Whenever you have verification questions, do the complete verification. Okay.
Ma'am, I did it in the way that you only shared, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. So complete verification I need. Okay. All right. Any other doubts? Anaya, Edric, Abraham. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It's in question number 5. You gave me 2.5 marks for when you were saying that mention the difference between scaling triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle. Why did you give me 2.5 marks?
Let me open your paper and check it out. 1 second.
Ma'am, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now it's better.
Yeah. I'm saying that give me 1 minute. I'll open your paper and I'll check. Okay. Why I gave 2.5 marks? Because like it's correct everything, but explanation is a little short. Okay, that is why I gave 2.5 marks. If you could just elaborate a little, all the three meanings, the explanation of each one of scale and isosceles and equilateral. Okay, just because of that I did it. All right. See, there are basically two things when you are answering. You can write either like 2 lines in one explanation, okay, or you can write 1 line and one diagram. Okay, 1 line and a diagram. If you are putting the diagram, then short explanation is okay for the math test. I'm telling you. Okay, but if you are writing a if you are not putting a diagram, then try to put a little bit more elaborated explanation. Okay. In science, so you have to put like explanation also is needed, detailed explanation, and diagram is also needed mostly. When the question has a diagram that I have taught, then diagram you can make. Okay, but in maths, if you are adding the figure, then short explanation fine. Not adding the figure, then you can elaborate it. Anything else?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. The next question number 6. I got it wrong. I didn't
Yes.
understand how to do it. Could you please explain?
Question number 6. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Open it.
It's the question which says the exterior angle is 180 and the interior opposite angles are in the ratio of 2:3.
Exterior angle is 180 degrees. And
Interior opposite angles are in the ratio of 2:3.
interior opposite angles are in the ratio 2:3.
Ma'am,
This is the sixth. Yes, I thought.
ma'am, it's not 80. Ma'am, it's not 180. Ma'am, it's 80.
80. Okay. 80.
Yeah, sorry, it's not 180, it's 80.
80. Right. Okay. So, I'm having a triangle. Yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, I have a question, ma'am.
Yes. This is in the ratio of 2:3. So it becomes 2x and 3x. Okay.
Ma'am,
Now,
are you going to take the remaining, the actual sum of the three angles of the triangle, which is 180, and subtract it by 80, and then the answer which you get, will you multiply it with 2 and 3?
multiply it with 2 and 3.
No, I
Basically,
mean
Ananya,
first you will divide by 5, then you will multiply the answer by 2 and 3.
Ma'am, I understood how to say that. So just a minute, can I say?
yes, you can explain.
Ma'am, when you first, because the angles are on the line equal to 180, you will get it and you will get 100. Then from 100, you will subtract 360. And then out of 360, you will
360.
divide it by 5, which will give you the value of x.
You'll find the value of x. Like the main thing, the property is sum of the interior opposite angles is equal to the exterior angle. So
No,
we
no,
can
not
write
360, 180, ma'am, 180.
yes, 180, not
Yeah, that's
360.
also what I just said. I didn't understand now, but I didn't understand while doing the test, but I understand it now because you taught how to do the quadrilateral chapter.
Yeah, right. So it becomes 5x equals to 80. Extra value will get 80 by 5. Okay. So 16 times x will become 16. Now 2x. So 2x. For 2x we will do x into 2 into 16 because x is 16, 32. Okay. And for 3x we can do 3 into 16, which is 48 degrees. Okay. And this angle will be because this is linear pair. This is linear pair. So 180 minus 80, that is 100 degree. 100 degree. Okay. 3x1 will be 32 degree. And this is 40 degree. So this is clear to you now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other doubts?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. The next one is the Pythagoras theorem question.
Next,
Pythagoras theorem question. One
Yes.
second.
Question number 10.
Question 10. Okay.
Sorry, question number 9.
Question 9 was correct. Okay, your Pythagoras theorem question was correct. But question 10, I
Yeah,
did
question
update.
10 was wrong. Sorry. I had to verify according to Pythagoras theorem you wrote.
Yes. So you know how to verify according to Pythagoras theorem?
Like how I did in the previous question, like that.
Yes, exactly like how you did in the previous question. That is 5 centimeter square, 5 square plus 6 square equals to 8 square. This is the Pythagoras theorem. Right, the square of the two sides equals to the square of the hypotenuse. Okay, so if you are getting this thing, if you are getting this and this, like you do the square of these both is equals to the hypotenuse, the square of the hypotenuse, then it will be a right angle triangle. Okay, it will be a right triangle. If you are getting it unequal, if it's not equal, then it will not be a right angle triangle. So first one is a right angle triangle, second one is not. Okay. Hope this is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Anything else?
The last one, ma'am, is question number 11.
Question. Okay. 1.
You had to verify that. So you had to find out the measure of the angles of the isosceles triangle.
Measure of the angles of the isosceles triangle. Okay.
The diagram you had posted.
I gave the diagram of this one.
Yes, you gave the diagram in the PDF, and you said to find out the measure of the angles in that diagram.
Okay. Okay. All right. 1 minute. Let me open the PDF and draw it out.
Question number
Yes,
11.
yes.
I have a doubt in question number 5, ma'am.
In question, which one, Abraham?
Oh.
Couldn't hear you. Please repeat it.
Why did you mark me wrong, ma'am? In question 5, ma'am.
Abraham, your voice is muffled for me. I cannot really
Yes,
hear
for me as well.
you.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in question number 5, ma'am. I want to know why I was marked wrong.
Question number 5. Is the difference between equilateral isosceles and scalene triangle? This one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll open your paper once. Let's clear this question first. Okay. And then I'll open your paper and I'll explain it to you. Abraham. Okay. This is 40 degree. Okay, we have to find angle ABC. Angle ABC. Angle OBC. Angle
BOC.
and this zero equals to 0. This we have to calculate. Now, 11th question. First, we'll find out angle ABC. That is this angle. Which one? This angle. Okay. The full angle D. Okay. Now, angle ABC. A we know is 40 degrees. Okay, B we have to find out. And what's the sum total? Sum total is 180. Right. And it is an isosceles triangle. So angle ABC is equals to ACB. Okay. Angle ABC equals to angle ACB. Right. So I can write that. And BAC I know is 40 degrees. Okay. So I can write 2 angle ABC. Why 2? Because this and this is equal plus 40 degrees.
Ma'am, because two
40
angles
degrees.
are equal.
Yes, because 2 angles are equal because it's an isosceles equals to 180 degrees. Okay. So 2 angle ABC equals to 180 minus 40. 2 angle ABC equals to 140 degrees. Okay, then you divide it. Angle ABC equals to 140 degrees divided by 2. That is 2 7s are 14, 70 degrees. Okay, so angle ABC is 70. Then we have OBC. Okay, OBC means which angle? This angle. Okay, so the whole ABC is how much? 70 degrees. And OB is the bisecting angle B. What I said about bisectors, when your angle is bisected, it will be divided into 2 equal parts, into exactly 2 equal parts. Okay. So now ABC 70 degrees, so OBC will be half of 70. Okay, so I can write angle OBC equals to 70 degrees by 2 because bisecting into 2 parts. So 2 1 this is 35. Angle OBC is 35 degrees. Okay. Then I'm having angle BOC after calculating BOC. Okay. Which angle? This one. This angle I have to calculate. Okay. BOC. Okay. Now OBC I know 35. So OCB will also be 35 again because it's a triangle inside a now why see try to understand this what I'm going to explain now. See guys, this is 70, this is 70, right? This is also 70, right? Isosceles triangle. Now OB is bisecting angle B, OC is bisecting
Ma'am, both
angle.
OBC and OCB are 35.
Yes. Why? Because OB is bisecting angle B, so it will be half, that is 35. And OC is bisecting angle C, so it will be half, that is 35 here also. This
Yes.
angle
Okay,
is
so
also
2. Okay, so
35.
2 OBC plus BOC equal to 180.
Yes, 35 and 35. Okay, both. So we can do 2 OBC, 2 OBC, okay, equals to plus angle BOC. BOC we have to find out equals to 180 degree. Or you can directly do 35 degree plus 35 degree. Okay. Or you can write it like this: 35 degree plus 35 degree plus angle BOC equals to 180 degree. So this is 70 degree plus BOC equals to 180 degree. Angle BOC equals to 180 minus 70 degree, that is 110 degrees. Okay, 110 degrees. This way we can do it. Okay. Now, next is if BO equals to CO, it's asking if the bisectors are equal. So the bisectors will be equal because it is an isosceles triangle. If in an isosceles triangle you have two bisectors, it will be equal. Okay, why? Because this side is equal to this side and this angle is equal to this angle. So the bisectors of these two angles will also be equal. Okay, got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Abraham. Now you ask what's your doubt?
So now, I have a question on question number 12 after this. So why did you mark mine wrong? I wrote that an isosceles triangle has one line of symmetry and one order of symmetry.
Okay, one line of symmetry and one order of symmetry. That is right, Abraham, but you had to write the two properties, the two basic main properties, like not the line of symmetry one, but these two, that the sides opposite to equal angles are equal, and the angles opposite to equal sides are equal in an isosceles triangle. Those are the two major properties of isosceles triangles that we have to write. Okay.
And now it's the same reason why part of the question before it equilateral triangle you gave wrong because I wrote the lines of symmetry, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and
Scale triangle. Yes, because you wrote lines of symmetry. They were basically on the basis of sides. Okay, classification on the basis of sides. Right. I haven't really done the lines of symmetry with you in the triangles. So you need to do like if you are asked the difference between the three, you will do it on the basis of sides. Okay. And if it said angles on the basis of angles I asked, then you will do the right angle triangle, obtuse angle, acute angle, all that.
now the one last question. Now, if it was the next paper, the paper that you gave the 13th question, ma'am, I was doing it, but in like the last question, now it is question number 9 equals to
Question number 9, 1 minute, let me open it. And, Abraham, let me open it.
is number 9 now. We gave the shape saying RQSP. But on top you wrote ABCD. So I was confused.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's also a question I had. In question number,
Oh,
I was confused.
okay.
you wrote in quadrilateral ABCD, but you showed the diagram
Yeah.
of SRQP.
So ma'am,
Yeah. So sorry, that is error from the book. Like I put this question from the book, I think, and I didn't really check it again. So sorry. Have you marked it according to PQRS? Hope you
Yes,
Yes,
marked
ma'am.
ma'am. I mapped it
Yes, ma'am.
according to
Yes.
PQRS.
I marked it according to
it.
PQRS.
Okay, yeah, all right. Okay. Yes. Anything else?
Yeah, the last one. What was the last one, ma'am? In the question number six, I got the answer in points.
Which question, Abraham?
No solving it. I got it in decimal points, ma'am.
Listen, in which question are you talking about?
6, ma'am. 13 chapter.
Sixth question. 13th chapter, sixth question. The angles in the quadrilateral are 76 and 68. Other two angles and the ratio 5:7. Okay,
Ma'am,
got
didn't
it.
you already do this question with us?
Yes, I did this question in the class. Like I did before the test. I did this question itself in the class.
Ma'am, but you did it something else. You have not put 76. You have put some other number.
No, Abraham, in this question, I haven't changed the number. Like other questions, I did change the numbers, but in this one, I kept it as it is. I haven't changed the numbers. Okay. I'll check your papers. I haven't checked the quadrilaterals chapter papers yet. Okay, so I'll go through it. Okay. Yes, Amy. Any doubts you are having from the triangle chapter? Any doubts from the triangle chapter, Simran? No? Okay. So, triangles chapter was like, 1 second. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, triangles chapter you did well, but just be a little careful about the angles, okay? When you're calculating, you just need to check really carefully the angles, the measure and everything. Okay. And quadrilateral chapter, how was the test? How did it went?
It was
Ma'am,
kind
but
of
it was
easy.
easy.
Easy, yeah.
It was easier compared to the triangles chapter.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
triangle was the hardest so far.
hardest so far.
No, the hardest one was the chapter 9, the compound interest and simple interest.
Yeah, ma'am.
No,
In chapter, I think chapter 8 even, and the next one, chapter 7, because I didn't understand ratio proportion.
okay. From chapter 10 onwards, chapter 12 was the hardest.
Yeah, maybe that from chapter 10 onward.
Okay. Yeah, but it's okay. Like with practice, it gets better. Right. So practice the
When
questions
will
you
the results come?
When will the results come? Results will come soon. Okay.
And ma'am,
The
the science test for chapter 13, the crop protection one, you still haven't sent
Yes.
results. When will you send it?
Yes, I haven't sent the results. I'll try to send it probably by today. Okay.
By today.
Most probably by today,
Okay.
or highest by tomorrow. Like if today it's not possible, then highest by
All right.
okay, and then the maths test I'll share.
Ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
quickly change in my paper, ma'am.
A little change in your paper.
Ma'am, the numbers have gotten changed in my paper. I kind of understood them wrong.
In the science test.
No, ma'am. In the original one, when I was writing it, ma'am, I understood the numbers wrong. I just checked it.
You understood, okay, you understood the numbers wrong. All right. So just while solving the paper, just read your questions well. Okay. Read it twice and then start solving so that you don't miss on any part. on any number, any value. Okay, Acha, one more thing I wanted to ask you all is that we were doing the backup, right? Because most of you were not there when I took the earlier chapters, the beginning chapters, right?
Yes.
So I was doing backup. So till what chapter did we did the backup? Till
You
fourth chapter
finished
or
till
fifth?
chapter 5. You
We
took chapter
finished this
4.
chapter.
You took chapter 4 ka test and then you finished chapter 5.
We finished chapter 5. So
No,
chapter
ma'am.
5 is
No, ma'am.
No,
when?
you finished
Ma'am, we
chapter
didn't
4
start
test.
chapter 5.
When
We
we have
finished chapter
finished
4
chapter.
test, but we didn't start chapter 5. We
We
finished chapter
started
4.
chapter 5, but you didn't give a test for chapter 5.
I don't remember chapter 5. I only remember us doing algebra. That was chapter 4.
Okay. I was going through it and I was thinking that have I done chapter 5 or not? So I was going through it.
No, I have not even started chapter 5, but you have done chapter 4 test.
And there is a way to check.
Ma'am, you started chapter 5 because it was similar to chapter 4. It was a continuation of chapter 4. You started it.
Chapter
It was
4.
a continuation.
Yeah. You did chapter 4 test. You did not take a test for chapter 5, but you have done chapter 5.
Okay.
Not
Got
the
it.
full. Not the full chapter 5.
Not the full.
Probably not the
Not
full,
the
but
full.
you started it. I think like around halfway is done.
Okay, all right. I got it. So we'll do one thing that now on we'll not move further. We'll first do some chapters from the backup. Okay, chapter 5 I'll take next.
Ma'am,
I'll
chapter 5 is
revise
the
this.
last one, last backup. Chapter 5 is.
Chapter 5 is not the last backup. Then we have 6 and I think chapter 7 or 8 would be the last backup.
No,
Ratio
chapter 5
and
is the
proportion.
last backup because we did chapter 6 in that time. No, we did chapter 6.
And I have ended you in chapter 6.
Ma'am, I think you can check on YouTube because ma'am,
Sorry, ma'am.
the backup
What chapter I joined?
loaded to you.
Yes,
I joined from ratio and proportion, chapter 7.
7. And Abraham, what chapter you joined from?
You joined from chapter 8, ma'am, beginning of chapter 8.
I joined in
Chapter
chapter 7, but like in the middle, it's where I could not
8.
understand.
Middle. Proportion portion, I think you guys joined in.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I joined in the beginning of chapter 7. Abraham joined in the halfway in chapter 7. So till chapter 7, we'll do backup. Okay. And 8th, you guys, all of y'all were there. So 8th, we won't take right now. But after the whole course is done, if you guys need any things to be revised again, I will take that. Okay. So from 5 we'll start to 7, we'll do 5, 6, and 7, we'll do backup. And then we'll continue with our course review. Okay. Abraham, I checked in the YouTube. I could find till chapter 4 it was finished.
Yeah, ma'am, even I checked. It's only till chapter 4.
It's still chapter 4. Yes. Okay, so we will stop here with the math class. Tomorrow we will start with the backup
Ma'am,
of the fifth chapter.
What is the next test? Is there another test?
Is there another test? Not right now, but after I finish the 5th chapter, I'll take the test. Okay.
ma'am, tomorrow, which one you do tomorrow?
14.
Chapter 5 test.
Tomorrow you do chapter 5?
Not test. Chapter 5 will start backup class.
Tomorrow is our chapter 5 backup?
Yes, chapter 5 back.
Ma'am,
Okay.
I'm chapter 15
Yes.
on Friday.
Can you repeat it?
Science chapter 14 test on Friday, ma'am.
Science chapter 14 test on Friday. I'll let you know, Abraham.
And ma'am, is there any this week?
Today is Wednesday, right? Thursday and Friday. I'll go through the chapter. I'll see if it's a big chapter or a short chapter. If it's a short chapter, we can keep the test on Friday. If it's a big chapter, then I'll keep next week.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So okay, Andrik, see you tomorrow.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye. Okay, 5 minutes break, guys. And then please come back. So we'll start with the science class. Okay, hope you guys are ready. Career on, please. One thing I want to share with you guys. We are going to start with the structure of our eye. Okay. Structure of human eye. All right. Internal and external parts of it. Okay. And there is a video, a very good video that I want to show for you all to understand the location of all the parts where everything is located.
Ma'am, I can't hear anything in the video.
It doesn't has any audio. Okay, it's just visual. This is our eye. Look carefully where everything is located. So the white thing is the cornea. Then inside we have the pupil and iris. The black part that is enlarged is the lens. And here is the retina. Located. We have optic nerves, okay? All of these nerves, at the end is optic nerve. We have aqueous humor. This is conjunctiva. Okay, so all of these are parts of our eye. Okay, basically the internal and external parts. Now, what all does it comprises of? Let's quickly go through it. Just give me a minute. Right. So we have the structure of a human eye. Now we know that human eye is circular in shape. The outer shell, which is white in color, is tough. You don't say that it's like very tough or like really hard, no. But yes, it's a little bit on the tougher side so that it can protect all the fragile parts in our eye. Now, this saves the internal parts of our eye. The transparent part in front of the eye is cornea. Okay, in the diagram you can see. In the video also we saw that this part is the cornea. The transparent part in there are dark colored muscles behind cornea known as iris. Okay, then the small hole in iris is known as pupil. Okay, then iris controls the size of the pupil. We know that the pupil shrinks and expands, right? Shrinks and expands. Now, iris shrinks and expands the size of pupil in dark and expands in light, which shrinks the pupil. Okay. Have you ever like noticed if suddenly we've entered the dark room, we cannot see anything. Okay. But then our eyes adjust in the room and then we are able to see. How so? Like why? Why are we unable to see when we just enter the dark room? Because the iris it makes the our pupil size to adjust, okay, in the dark. Alright. So when our eyes, the pupil is like it shrinks, expands, then we are able to see clearly in the dark. Also, it shrinks when we are ever happened that when you suddenly enter a bright light, like from a dim room, you enter in the sun suddenly. Then also you are unable to see at first, right? Because the pupil shrinks. We are unable to see in the dark, it expands. So we are able to see like our eyes adjust. It takes some seconds for it to adjust and then we are able to see clearly. All right.
In
Then
the diagram, what is the ciliary fascia?
um ciliary muscle it is that is located here on both sides of the eye lens. Okay. The ciliary muscles that are located on both sides of the eye lens. Right? Yes. Now, behind pupil, there are eyelids, which are fiber-like transparent items made up of eyelids. This is the convex lens. Eye lens controls the optic muscles. Okay. Now, to see an object in far off places, eye muscle lessen the thickness of eye lens and expand the focus. This is about how we are able to see things in a far off distance. When we are seeing things which are in a far distance, what happens?
Then
The eye muscle lessens the thickness of eye lens and expands the focus. Yes, Abraham.
because I have a question, ma'am. So we are seeing so when people have specs, do their eye focus cannot expand, right, ma'am? The eye something happens
Yes.
to their specs, so they can correct it.
Yes, Abraham. Yes. Their eye focus cannot expand, so they use specs to see, to expand it so that they can see to far off places. Okay. Yes, that happens. Now,
Is there a way,
you know,
if your eye focus
yes.
expand, is there a way to like make it expand again?
Is there a way to make it expandable? I'll have to see if there are some like eye surgeries and operations are there in which they correct it.
Ma'am,
And it's the correct.
this surgery called,
You correct what, ma'am?
I think there is an eye surgery, ma'am.
Eye focus.
Ma'am, where they put,
Isn't the cataract surgery for that?
no, not a cataract. Cataract is like for an old person, but his eyes have like all dust in them and all.
A very thin layer comes in front of our eye. It blocks the vision somehow, blurs it. That is, I think, the cataract or something. There is also two more things. That is myopia and hypermyopia and all of that. Sight diseases, we will study it in the further topic. Okay, we'll talk about it. Abraham, you're muted. Wanna say something?
And there's LASIK surgery.
It's a massive surgery.
Yes, ma'am. LASIK. Laser assisted pituitary.
LASIK surgery. Okay. And with the help of laser, yes. A lot of eye conditions are treated with the help of laser. That is right. Laser surgeries are there for the eye, and then you are given glasses also. Then, yes, let's continue. Here we were, yes. To see an object nearby, they pressurize lens and increase its thickness. This lessens the focus. This lens focuses the light on the backside layer behind the eye. This is called retina. The balance between eye muscles and focus distance of lens creates an image on retina, even if the object is at far off places. Now, see, when we are seeing the places that is nearby object, what happens? The pressure is on the lens, and there is increase in its thickness. So instead of spread out focus is becoming at focus will be coming at one place. Okay, suppose we are reading. So reading, it means nearsightedness, right? It means focus on one place, right? Not a far, not a like expanded focus. It doesn't need an expanded focus, but focus on only one place, nearby thing, right? On the words and what we are reading. So it increases the thickness of our lens so that we can focus on what nearby object we have or while reading a book. Okay, now the lens focuses the light on the backside layer behind the eyes on the retina when we are viewing, when we're looking at a close by object, a nearby object, the light focuses on retina. Okay, that is the backside layer behind the eyes. The balance between the eye muscles and focus distance of lens create an image on retina, even if the object is at far off places.
Ma'am,
Retina is make yes, Abraham.
ma'am, I think the surgery is done so like they cut open the flaps and then they put a lens in your eye and then they close the flaps.
Um, I yes, basically, I don't know about cutting open the flap, but yes, they place the lens inside your eye. It's some instruments they are having. Okay, they do place lens in your eye. Okay, to correct your vision, to correct your focus, basically. Even if it's to focus on the near objects or the far objects. All right, there are surgeries to place lens on your eye, in your eye. Okay. Then, yes, Neil.
So if the like the eye doctor, the eye doctor tells you to do an exercise where you have to look far and then close, how is that helping? Is it to like strengthen the muscles of the lens?
Is it to strengthen the muscles of the leg? Have you heard about it before? Somebody told you, some doctor
The eye
told you,
doctor
the
told me.
eye doctor told you. Yes, Neil, it is basically to strengthen the muscles. Have you gone through an eye surgery? No?
But I had glasses since I was 5.
Okay.
Ma'am, he has gone
Yes,
back.
it's basically to enhance your focus, your close focus, and then your expanded focus for the far off objects. Okay. And also to strengthen the muscles, eye muscles. Both.
And
Yes, Abraham.
the glasses, yeah, my father tells you to look far and then look close. He tells you like to, because like we live near a green area, and he tells to look to that building and then look at the back. He doesn't suggest to look there and just look back.
Yeah, look far, look at something that's far in distance, and then look at something that's close in distance. Okay. It's basically to enhance your focus and your eye muscles.
And ma'am, there is some rumor that the glasses, as your age grows, it makes your number higher.
It makes your number higher. It doesn't has to do with the age growth basically, but with the this thing, the correction that's needed in your eye. It has to do with that. If that gets a little bit more defective, then the vision will get blurred. It doesn't has to do with your age basically, but with the eye problem. Okay, like if it gets blurry, then you have to use a stronger glasses. You have to do its correctiveness. You have to get it corrected. Right. So it may happen after like not really, it doesn't keep growing, right? But if the defect keeps growing, then it keeps growing, not like your age.
Hmm.
Yes, it can happen at any point of time, right? Okay, so one thing I want to show you, just a minute. This is the image formation by the retina. How an image is formed by the retina. Okay, you can see the light rays coming. Okay, right, light rays being reflected and then going back. Okay, in a retina, it is formed inverted, but our brain interprets it as a straight image. Okay, this is how the light rays are being reflected through the lens to the retina and then reflected back to show us the image. Okay, the formation of images in our eyes. Okay, this diagram is not there in your book, but I wanted to show you all how is it taking place. At the retina, it will be an inverted image,
The
but we
inverted
will see
image looks curved. Why?
the inverted image looks curved. I think it's just in the diagram, Sunil, in the diagram. Not really. It it isn't curved, it's just inverted. Okay. In the diagram, it looks curved, but in real, it's not really curved. It's just inverted. They try to give it a shape like this because the eye has a circular shape. That's it. Okay. You can see everything. You can see the lens, the cornea, iris. You can see the pupil. This is a ciliary muscle that Simon had asked me here. Okay, this here and here. That's attached with the lens. This is the ciliary muscle. Okay, then this is iris. This blue thing is the lens. Outer thing, cornea. Okay, here we have the pupil, black dot. Then here at the back of the eye is the retina. And here is the optic nerve that's connected with that brain. Okay. Then here is the basically image formation that's takes place right in front of the retina at the back of it. Okay. This is all the things that you have to remember. And I know hope you are listening.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah. Now, if the question comes to explain the structure of a human eye, you can explain all of these components, where they are located, what are its functions, how an image is formed, where is an image formed basically at the back of the eye, okay, near the retina, it's formed. Okay, so let's continue. Yes, now retina is made up of many nerve muscles. Sensitivity experienced by nerve muscles are sent to brain by light cells or nerves. The image made on retina do not end instantly when the object is removed. It stays on retina around 1 by 16 seconds. Minimum distance to see a thing clearly in a healthy eye is around 2.5 centimeters. This is a close distance, okay, that we can see things, close things for like 2.5 centimeter. It's around like this much, very small. You can place an object close to your eye and see if you can see it clearly. Hold it at 2.5 centimeter from your eye and check if you are able to see it clearly. Okay. Then, if we are watching, looking at something, if it's removed from our eyes, then like the image formation that I just showed you, which were forming on the retina behind the eye, that image that's formed there doesn't get removed instantly. Like you remove the object, the image is removed. That doesn't happen. But it takes a matter of 1 by 16 seconds to like for that image to like go off in from our retina. Okay, not instantly. Remove the object, the image does not get removed instantly, but it takes 1 by 16 seconds to get for it to be removed from our retina. Okay. Now, sight diseases. If the thickness of the eyelids increases permanently due to any reason, then the rays emitted by the object do not focus on the retina but on any point between lens and retina. Thus, the object is not seen clearly. This issue of sight is called myopia. This issue is called myopia. Now, what happens? The light rays that are coming, okay, in our eye, it does not get to the retina, but between the lens and retinas, it falls somewhere between the lens and retina. So we are not able to see the object clearly. This is known as myopia, means nearsightedness. Okay, nearsightedness. You are not able to see the nearby objects clearly. Okay, let me just see if I can show you myopia diagram. Hmm. See this diagram. Now, we are having normal vision in the first picture. You can see that this is normal. What's happening? The light rays are coming. They are hitting the retina. Okay, like they should. Look in the second one. The light rays are not even hitting the retina, but they are in between the lens and the retina. This end part is the retina. This is the lens. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay, so you are unable to see the close objects clearly because the image formation is not taking place at retina. It's taking place before retina only, between the lens and retina, where but it should take place at the retina, no? So we are unable to see the objects clearly. So then what happens now? Um, a lens is placed here. Okay, that is our specs or glasses, so that now when the light is entering, it will take the rays to the retina. So the image formation will again be on the retina. Okay, this is
So
how
in spectacles, it's a concave lens.
spectacles, it's a concave lens. I said, it can be a convex lens or a concave lens, depending on if
In
you
what
are
case?
unable to see the in what case. Okay, so I think it's in myopia. I think it's a convex. One second, let me just confirm it.
Isn't this myopia with the concave? It shows.
Yeah, ma'am.
Concave, yes. Concave lens it's showing, and concave lens is used to correct the myopia. Now, they are what happens? It causes the light rays to spread out before they hit the eye lens. Okay, before they hit the eye lens. Can you see this spreading out? And then it leads the rays to focus on the retina. It is not convex, it's concave. We use concave in to correct the myopia. Okay. Now, light rays are bending incorrectly. Okay, they are bending incorrectly or not even reaching the retina, but concave lens we use so that they spread out first and then they hit the retina so that the image focuses on the retina instead of between the lens and okay. We use concave lenses to treat nearsightedness.
Ma'am,
Yes, right now.
there glasses called soda glasses, like, they're using your numbers very high, ma'am. Like, can your numbers increase in myopia?
Can a number increase in myopia? 1 minute.
Well, ma'am, myopia is when you cannot see nearsighted, right?
Can you repeat the last part?
Ma'am, myopia is when you cannot see a nearsighted object, right, ma'am?
Myopia is nearsighted objects. Yes, yes, nearsighted.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Now, myopia can increase with age. Like, age factor is there, Abraham, but like basically after a particular age, it starts happening. Or it depends on our usage also, like too much screen time or and all of that. That also it may lead to that because the rays are directly
How
coming in
does
our
the
eyes.
screen affect it?
Ma'am, can I say?
Yes, Abraham.
So, Listen to me. The screen contains something called blue light. So blue light is harmful for our eyes. It's so when you split a light, as we learned in the last class, it gets into four areas. So there is one called blue light. So a screen basically emits blue light. Our LEDs emit blue light. So this is what is happening when blue light is emitted. That spoils our eyes. So the reason why I wear glasses for class is because of the screen. I don't wear because of any number. It's because you have to protect your eyes from blue light. Otherwise, you can get actual glasses. It's because the screen continuously emits blue light again and again and again, so that it will spoil your eyes. Blue light spoils your eyes.
Yes, Abraham, that's right. Hope you got this in here.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Now, what happens with myopia increases of if the number of class increases, or if a higher number in myopia happens, we have like a more blurrier vision. Okay, like we are able to see before you were able to see was little blurred. If the myopia increases, if the number increases, it becomes even blurrier. That is the effect of, okay, it becomes even blurrier. So surgeries and corrective lenses or specs glasses are used to correct it. Concave lenses for myopia. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Next one is yes, to remove this effect, concave lens is used, which is the focus distance and power in glass. With age, eye muscles cannot put pressure on lens, then the image of nearby objects is not formed on retina, but on any point behind retina. We cannot see objects clearly. This is farsightedness. Um, just give me 1 minute. Yes. So, nearsightedness, in this, you are able to see nearby objects clearly, but far objects you are unable to see. Okay. You are able to see nearby objects, but far off objects you are unable to see. Okay. But in farsightedness, you are able to see far objects clearly, but nearby objects you are unable to see. Okay, so now nearsightedness, see, listen carefully. In nearsightedness, because we are unable to see the far of objects, okay, that is bloody for us. Concave lenses are used to expand our focus. To expand our focus, right? To correct the image formation on the retina. All right. Like when I was teaching you all the concave and convex lenses, I explained that um, concave lenses are used to spread out your focus so that you can see the objects in a distance. Okay. Convex are used to converge the images. That is, it fixes your focus on one point. But nearsightedness, you are able to see that one point as nearby objects, but not far objects. So we use the concave mirror here. But in farsightedness, where you are able to see far off objects, don't go with the name. Don't do nearsightedness means unable to see nearby objects. It means able to see nearby objects. Farsightedness means able to see far off objects, but unable to see nearby objects. I hope you are able to relate.
My last question. My question
Yes,
is,
Abraham.
my normal vision is called normal sightedness.
Is there something called normal sightedness? There is normal sight where you don't have myopia or hyperopia. You don't have any of that. You just have a normal sight. That's your image formation is working well on the retina. You are able to see close things and far things. Both. That is normal sight. Okay, not normal sightedness, but yeah, normal sight. Okay, so we are able to see normally. Okay. Now, this is called hyperopia. That's farsightedness. It's removed by convex lens of focus distance and far in glass. Now, see, in farsightedness, we are able to see far objects but not nearby objects. Means that our eyes are enabled to focus at one nearby object. Okay, so to improve that, we are given a convex lens. Why? Because convex lens is a converging lens. They converge the light rays at one point, so that at one focal point, so that we can focus on one point, one nearby. Okay, that is why convex lenses are given in the hyperopia. That is farsightedness, where you are unable to see nearby objects. Okay. Yes, Abraham.
Now, what about polarized lenses?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
What about polarized lenses?
What about what lenses? What lenses, Abraham?
Polarized lenses now.
Um, Polaroid. I didn't get the term. Can you type it?
Okay, ma'am.
Just type it. Um, Hyperopia. This is also known as hypermetropia. What happens in the hypermetropia? Can you see the image formation that's taking place behind the eye? This is normal vision. Okay, this is retina.
Is it hyperopia or hypermetropia?
The same thing for me. Okay, same thing. This is normal vision where image formation is taking place on retina. Okay, but here it's taking place. Um, this is the lens and this is the retina. In front of retina or in between lens and retina. But where it should take place on the retina, but that's not happening. Whereas in hypermetropia, it will take place behind the retina. Okay, it will take place.
So if it just forms the image in front of the retina, then the light rays will cross after that, right?
Yes, light rays will cross after that. Image formation will be behind the retina. So
So
we
in
will
both
see,
cases, like in myopia and in hypermetropia also, they both are not meeting on the retina.
they are not meeting on the retina. Okay, they are not meeting on the retina. Myopia is corrected with the concave lens. This is corrected with concave. Okay, this is corrected with convex. Okay, it will not, both the cases it will not form on the retina where it should form, but it will form myopia, it will form before the retina. Hypermetropia, it will form behind the retina. These are both the eye defects. Okay, both are the problems that should not be happening. So we correct it using a convex lens to focus the rays at the retina so that we can see a nearby object. Okay. Sometimes there is blurriness in the eye, slight in old age. This happens because of weak eye lens. This is known as cataract in common language. Okay. Blurriness in old age due to the weakened eye lens so that it will not be pressurized. The pressure will not take place on the lens. Okay, so that happens and it's known as cataract. It takes severe form sometimes. It can be cured by treatment. Natural eye lens is removed and artificial eye lens is placed in its place. Okay, this surgery happens in a matter of minutes and it's quick and painless. Okay. Like laser treatments are there nowadays. A lot of modern instruments are there to make it harmless. Yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, does all old people have cataract? Does all of them?
Do all people have cataract in old age? No, not really. Not necessarily. Some people, their eyesight just becomes weak. That's part of growing old. It's natural that your eye will become a little weak. Some people, it may not become too weak, a little weak. Some people, a lot weak. It depends from person to person.
Ma'am, is it a case where doesn't become weak at all?
Sorry, repeat it.
Ma'am, I cannot hear you.
Can you repeat the last line that you asked?
I asked, ma'am, is there a case when it cannot become weak at all?
It cannot become weak at all. Little bit it will, Abraham, because it's an age factor, and all of our organs start slowly becoming weak when we grow old. All our organs will start becoming weak slowly. Our hair will turn white. Okay, our muscles will become little weak. You won't be able to run fast in an old age, right? So all the senses that slowly starts becoming weak. But for some people, it's better than the others. Other people, it's like too weak. Some people, slightly better. Like that. It's different. Like according to the nutrition that you are taking, the diet you are taking, the vitamins and everything, your body's ability. So it differs from like person to person.
And that's the reason why football players and like all athletes and have to retire after the age of 40.
All the athletes, they have to retire to the age of 40 or 50. Basically, that's because the muscles will not be as strong as before. And they need like very strong muscles. Your mother had cataract, your grandma had cataract few years ago. All right. My grandmother had cataract too. She went through a surgery and a change of lens. Okay. My grandma too, she had an eye surgery. So we stop here. Okay. All the questions and all the doubts I'll take in the next class. Okay, after leave for college.